Hello and welcome to the webinar. I see there's a lot of people on the call and the questions are coming in, so let's go ahead and get started. In this presentation we're going to answer the question, how can I benefit from having my own membership site? So let's begin by working out who this webinar presentation is for. Firstly, it's for people who are involved in digital marketing. If you have any kind of product or service online, then this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you. If you run live events, this will make you more money, and if you host webinars, it will greatly improve your profits. It's also designed for business owners needing help with their onboarding. So if you own a business that requires your employees to go through a training process, then pay close attention. This presentation is going to reduce your time and your costs. And thirdly, you're going to discover how you can easily get paid for teaching people how to do what you do and already know and love doing. The need for information online is at an all-time high. So who am I? My name is Kristen Hobby, and for the past 20 years I've been involved in the training industry, creating and developing courses and modules for the finance and business industries. At the same time, I've also had a deep interest and passion for personal well-being and helping people to achieve their goals. I do this by providing strategies and resources to equip people to make the decisions that are in alignment with their own values and goals. I've led quiet days, week-long silent retreats, workshops on a range of topics such as dreams, journaling, decision-making, meditation and mindfulness, as well as being part of 2 large school-based programs, introducing mindfulness practices all the way from kindergarten through to secondary school. I love the idea of helping people such as yourselves who are also interested in helping others through the creation of supportive communities and online membership portals. These membership platforms offer a great way to build a tribe of loyal followers. So you're going to discover how you can easily get paid for teaching people how to do what you do. And the need for information online is at an all-time high. Let's look at the global video growth, because this is what's going to evolve around this strategy. It was predicted that by 2016, companies will stream 960 minutes. That's 16 hours of video per worker per month. And this has already happened. Over 240 million hours are spent every month watching videos in the UK. Enterprise video growth is up 33%, and that's just in Asia Pacific. And that was in 2011. The Middle East is one of the largest markets for YouTube playbacks on mobile devices worldwide. And finally, in the orange, 27% of people in Germany use their smartphones to view video. So we're going to get into all of this in just a minute, but first let's look at how you can benefit from having a membership site. This segment here is from digital marketers as well as for people in the online education arena. Now, up on my screen you'll see that I have a screenshot from YouTube. Now, I'm sure YouTube is not foreign to you, but I did a search for learn to sew. Now, I could have searched for learn to play the guitar, learn to train your dog, doesn't really matter. People are always searching for how to do something on YouTube. Now, if you look over here on the right hand side, we'll have all these results. So the first one is learn how to sew. Easy sewing classes for beginners, beginning sewing course day 1, and the third beginners sewing course, project 1. So there was actually hundreds, if not thousands, of results that came up when I searched for the learn to sew keywords. That indicates to me that it's a very good marketplace for this topic. Now, the person who created the video number 2, I'm going to refer to her as an instructor, and this instructor has this beautiful video here, and down here in the description you can see that she has day 1, day 2, day 3, etc. Then notice she has another YouTube link here. So she's really relying on the fact that you're going to do a search. You're going to find this video, you're going to like this video, and then you're going to click over here and go to these other video links. And that's probably what's going to happen. But also she could have another link at the bottom that's a strong call to action, and that's going to help her get paid. You can see that by hosting on YouTube she's actually losing money because she has a strong following. She has very professional presentation, she has a tremendous amount of views with 593,000, and she's also in a hot market. So yes, people will pay her for her knowledge, her expertise and her passion. Now let's look at what we call the minimum potential, just for this one video alone. So if we look at those 593,000 views, and let's take those views and let's just say that 1% of those views would actually pay to pay her for this link, for this video. It's not hard to believe because we see these kind of numbers all the time, and 1% is pretty conservative. So that's 5,934 paying members, people that would click on the link and purchase whatever she has to offer. Now let's take those 5,934 members and let's just put them in a program where we charge them $7 a month. And again, $7 is a pretty low number. So that comes to $41,538 a month, which is actually $498,000 a year. So she could potentially clear $500,000 just by having the right call to action on here and putting them into a continuity program. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing we do is we need to increase the overall value, and so that we can enter people can enter their email address as well as their password to access her content. You can see that's a lot different from hosting a traditional video on YouTube. So I want to show you an example of what it might look like. Here's an example of her beginning to sew series I've created. So the member can come over here, they can play the video, and by the way, they can access it on any mobile phone or any mobile device such as an iPad or a tablet. And then once they're done with the video, they can actually come over here and click Mark Complete. Now the other thing we can do is that we can take these completion buttons, and we know that when they've completed an action, we can actually reward them, and this is called gamification. So we're able to issue them badges and points, and then when they've earned points, we're actually able to give them a reward. So a reward might be another one of your projects. It could be a t-shirt, could be a Starbucks gift voucher, doesn't really matter. But it encourages your members to take action, keeps them engaged, which is going to make you more money in the process. Now up here we have external links. We have a Contact Me store, My Store, which has more of her programs and services. My Courses, which has some of her advanced training material. Then she can have a My Facebook, My Twitter, My blog, doesn't really matter. These are external links. And then down here, her members are actually able to rate her training materials, and then we're able to also do some testimonials, and then these ratings, and use them to sell to other members. Down here, this is what we call a resource box. So if she has a PDF that accompanies the video here, if she has a special report or a list of recommendations or something like that, then her members can find these resources just by clicking here. You can also place the resources directly below the video. This is a very effective means as well. Over here, students are able to go and take notes so that they can play the video, they can find an important note, they can go ahead and type the note on their tablet, and what it's going to do, it's going to timestamp a specific point in the video so that when they come back through the notes, they can go ahead and click on each of those items, and it'll jump to that point in the video. And then finally here, this is the news feed. This is our timeline, and as I said a minute ago, it's very similar to Facebook. Go down here, notice that the students are able to go leave comments and queries for each other, as well as the instructor. So you can see this is a very high perceived value, especially when you compare it to just hosting a video out there on YouTube. But guess what? It gets even better, because you can take this overall layout here, which by the way you can let our members in for free, charge them one time, or we can do what I suggested and we can have a continuity program where we're charging them say $7 a month, a very conservative number, but we can make even more money. How do we do that? We deploy what we call monetization campaigns. So if you look at the top part of the screen, you'll see that I have this call to action up there in the pink banner, and it says join our new class today. We're offering a substantial discount to our new members, and then there's the countdown timer that makes it exclusive time limited offer. That's going to help your conversions, and then when they click this button here, they're going to be taken to a page where they can go ahead and enroll in the class. Now you can see that everything else is the same, but we've had a monetization campaign right here, and this is this ad. So when you click this button here, they'll actually be taken to the exact place as they are with this button, and they'll go ahead and enroll in the class, and then they'll get access to another product inside of your membership. It's really that easy. So we've actually got 5 monetization program campaigns, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. So I want to make sure you understand this. You have members now that you're letting in for free. You have a free membership, and you can advertise that membership out there on YouTube or Facebook, or inside the search engine, whatever you want to do. Or you could have a one-time price for this product inside the membership, or you can set it up on a monthly continuity program where you pay like $7 or $12 a month to be part of your product. Now, when you learn to build up a community and provide a lot of value, and you're always adding new content and you're going live inside of your product, and yes, we can do that too, you're going to get to know your members and you're building up that rapport, and they'll keep buying all of your products. Okay, so there's a lot of opportunities here, and this is how we make your profits with your membership site. It's actually 5 custom-tailored monetization campaigns that we can deploy inside your product. So the first one is what we call news ticker, and with this strategy we're able to target specific pages in your product, deploy a news ticker that links to other pages, and that's this news ticker right here, and it's going to go ahead and scroll across the page. We can make it different colors, and we can have different calls to action. When they click this, they're going to be redirected to another page where they can go ahead and sign up for the course. Method number 2 is banner ads. So here we're going to show banners for other products that you're selling. We can show these banners only to people that are interested in your product. That's what we call buyer behavior. So we're not displaying these banners to people that are not interested in the niche or the topic. It's very, very targeted. Number 3 is a top bar ad, where that's what I showed you in a minute ago. And in this example, you see that we're able to deploy a top bar with a countdown timer. It's a very effective method to get your customers to take immediate action. Here it is right here. Campaign number 4 is what we call related products. So when you have more than one product that you're offering for sale, we're able to display those products to customers who are only interested and have not yet purchased. And this is what our related products and related course modules might look like. And finally, number 5, we call the Lightbox Ad. And this is perhaps the most effective yet aggressive form of advertising. So with the Lightbox Ad, we're able to deploy a lightbox that opens up with your advertisement to your member, and again, this can be laser targeted with where we display this ad. So here's what we can do for you. This is a kind of overall snapshot. We can handle all of your branding. Everything will be completely, absolutely beautiful. If you don't have a logo, don't worry, you will. You'll have a custom member portal, just like I showed you a minute ago. We'll handle all your graphics and designs. We'll upload your media, the videos, the resources, everything that your members need to be successful with your training. We'll deploy monetization campaigns for you, and those are the first 5 monetization campaigns I just showed you. Your products will be bundled together. Related products will be presented to the member, making you even more money. We'll monitor your customers' buying behavior, and that way we're able to deploy the monetization campaigns for you, just to the people that are interested in your niche and topic. All of your social media links will be in place, helping you build a larger community, engage with your members. We'll create specific gamification campaigns. I've touched on this a minute ago. This is where you're able to reward your sorry, getting ahead of myself, or badges and points, and be able to give away rewards for people who stick to the course and complete all of the modules, and live comments on feeds and categories will be entered. So the other thing I wanted to speak about today was the employee onboarding. Now what we're going to do is look at this orientation or onboarding process. So this is going to save the employer time, energy and money. This segment's for those who own businesses. Now this is the old way of doing onboarding. So this is an employer. You would have an employer. So as an employer, you would hire an employee. You would sit them down and you would watch the video, DVD after video, and you'd have to have a staff member that was there overseeing the new prospect, answering any questions, and then that prospect probably having like a 20-page workbook. They're going to go through and they're going to be taking notes, and perhaps they take a quiz. It's very, very inefficient, and it actually costs you a lot of time, effort and money. And truthfully, don't think it's very effective. However, there's a new way to do onboarding, very, very similar to what we saw in the previous screenshot. So we're starting here in the top left corner of the screen. You see that I have this welcome message for Chuck. Chuck is the new potential employee. So Chuck receives access to the employee portal. He will go and log on with his email as well as his password that the employer provides him, and then he'll see something like this. So the name of the company here is C&C Associates. Once again, we have our calls to action. If Chuck clicks on the home button, he's going to be taken to the home page. If he clicks the question mark, he's going to be taken to a page where your company can provide support. If he clicks this here, he's going to be taken to the timeline, and then he can go ahead and log out of his portal. And then here you can see that we have a menu that's relevant to this company. So we have a welcome video, welcome to C&C Associates. Then we have the rules and policies, being a team member, safety first, contact a supervisor. And as the employee clicks on each and every one of these items, a new lesson is going to open up. So we have the title of the video here, we have the description, it says we're excited to have you on board, watch this video to the end and then complete the questionnaire down below. This is probably going to be a welcome video from one of your staff members or your CEO, your president or your resource manager. And then they watch the video here, they can mark it complete so you know when it's been completed, and then they can very easily come over here and access the other videos inside the training. And then below that we have a timeline. Now up here we have more external links. So in this specific example, we want the prospect to take a survey. We want them to register for the next training session. But again, this could be a link to your website or your social media sites or whatever it is you want to do. Now over here we have a resource box. So perhaps you have a company manual or a PDF report, or you have documents that you want to include in this video. It's very easy to do that. They would just click this over here and they can take important notes. Once again, when they record that note, it's going to timestamp the point in the video. And once again, when they record that note, and then they can go back, jump right back to where they saved in the video. Then over here is our timeline, so definitely a better way of doing your onboarding process. And the nice thing is you don't even have to have the prospect in your office or place of employment. They can do this from home. As a matter of fact, they can do this whenever they have internet connection. They simply log in with the email and the password that you've provided and they will access the portal. By the way, you can use this for whatever you want. It doesn't have to be the onboarding process. As a matter of fact, we can create a category in place for all of these modules underneath that category. We can call the category new hires, and then we can have other categories. For example, you can have a category called updates, or you can have a category called schedule, right? So you can use the portal here for all your employees, not just new hires. So here's how the virtual onboarding process works. The portal will be branded with your logo and identity. Each employee will be given access when they can access to their email as well as their password. There will be a special area to view the modules. They will be able to take notes from the training. All necessary resources will be available. The future modules will be listed below. Employee can be given assignments. You can have a special area where you can approve those assignments. You can set up different permissions based on the status of your employee, manager, sales, etc. And there will be a timeline where you can communicate with your employee and they can communicate with other employees. So now here's a sample of some of the membership sites that we've set up. And as you can see, we have clients in all niches and markets, including online marketing, online education, health and nutrition, cooking, sport. The list goes on. And our team really is the best in the business. And here are some of the designers and consultants from around the world. So we're ready to help you now. So if you're ready to get started, contact us today. You can do that by clicking the link on the site, or you can give us a call and we will create a custom solution for you. If you're a digital marketer, if you're an online education space looking to turn your passions into profits, or you're an employer who's looking for help with their onboarding and training processes, we are the company for you. And go ahead and click the link, contact us today, we'll create the custom solution. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We look forward to welcoming you and working with you very soon.